Hello and welcome to another episode of Living Well with Dr. Mike. I'm your host, Dr. Mike Cockrell, and I want to thank you for joining me here today. Today, I am going to be sharing with you some information about 7 foods that increase your sex drive. That's right. We're going to be talking about some natural ways today to sort of help boost your sex drive. Now, when it comes to sex, humans are a little bit different from all the other animals walking the earth. We not only have sex to help perpetuate the species, but we, with our evolved brains, have actually learned to have sex for pleasure. And so when that comes along, it's been very beneficial, and we need to understand how sex hormones, how our food actually may influence our libido or our interest and drive for sex. Now, the information I'm giving you today comes from the blog Paleo Hacks, and it was written originally by Liz Lang. So I'm just going to be summarizing Liz's article here because it's very important information. In my clinical practice, I deal with hormonal disruptions each and every day that I'm present in my office, it seems like. There is a tremendous amount of information out there related to estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, how all those interact. And we know that as we sort of peak, those hormones peak during our 20s and 30s, and we start this natural decline. And so, hormone replacement therapy, from a medical standpoint, has become very, very popular. But what I want to share with you today is there may be a few things that you can do starting out um, before you actually get to the point of having to do a medical intervention. Uh, Intervene in the way you eat, because what we want to do, we know that sex hormones are responsible for regulating a whole host of systems, not only our libido, our interest in sex. They help us keep ourselves from being fatigued, tired. When your sex hormones are low, or when they're out of balance, more importantly, because that's what tends to happen. It's not so much that you just completely lose one or the other, as much as it is they tend to get out of balance with each other. And when there's dysregulation in your hormonal system, you begin to have a ton of symptoms. I mean, fatigue, tiredness, moodiness, irritability, disrupted sleep pattern, increase in headaches, hot flashes, night sweats, loss of interest, loss of sex drive. You have no get up and go. All of those things can be related to an imbalance in your hormones. So what if there were some foods that you might could incorporate into your diet that may help you boost some of these levels more naturally than even starting on a hormone replacement therapy program? So let's take a look at some of the foods that Mother Nature has given us that may improve our libido, and they may act like sort of natural aphrodisiacs. So number one on the list is watermelon. Watermelon is a summer fruit, has the power to relax your blood vessels, increase blood flow. There are two really extremely important factors in boosting your arousal. So, if you get more blood flow, if you get a relaxation in blood vessels, you get more calm, cool, and collected. Things tend to work better in the sexual department than if that's not happening. Watermelon contains an amino acid called citrulline. Citrulline gets converted into another amino acid called arginine. Arginine has been shown in some studies to help raise testosterone levels as well as dilate blood vessels to benefit your heart and circulatory system. So, watermelon rinds tend to have the higher concentration of citrulline. So, when you're eating your watermelon or you're juicing your watermelon, you may want to try to get a little bit more of that white rind in there than you would otherwise. And if you're looking to get some additional benefit, watermelon is also packed with vitamin B6. Your body puts B6 to work producing some of the feel good neurotransmitters or brain communication chemicals that we talk about, dopamine and serotonin in particular. The next food that should be high on your list is garlic. Yeah, nobody really gets excited about garlic breath, but garlic is a natural blood thinner. It possesses very high levels of a compound known as allicin. That allicin is known to help improve blood flow, especially to your sex organs. So if you want to maximize the benefits of allicin, though, you need to make sure you chop or crush your fresh garlic into pieces and sort of let it sit around for a few minutes before you actually cook with it, because it has to, once you cut up the garlic, it has to have a little bit of time to actually release the enzymes that break down and process allicin. Number three on the list is avocados. Now, if you're not a fan of avocados, I'm not sure why, because we love avocados here at our house. Avocados contain B6, known to boost progesterone levels and help regulate estrogen metabolism in women. It is also chock full of monounsaturated fats, and these are known to naturally increase testosterone levels in men. They're very, very healthy. People, so many times when I mention fats in my clinical practice, everybody just sort of panics because we have been brainwashed to think that low fat is the way to go. But I'm telling you, you want to avoid processed fats, you want to avoid trans fats, but some of the monounsaturated fats, avocados, coconut oil, olive oil, the fats that you get from those sources are essential to helping you maintain good health. And you need to make sure you're getting plenty of those into your diet. But anyway, avocados also contain vitamin E, which is believed to enhance blood circulation. It may even help improve sperm quality and motility. Avocados are also packed with potassium and folic acid, which help enhance energy and stamina. The fourth thing you need to make sure you're getting in your diet if you want to improve your libido and boost your sex drive is some meat. Meat actually helps us find our primary sources of carnitine, arginine, and zinc. When it comes to sex hormones, zinc helps regulate estrogen, it helps increase progesterone, it helps raise testosterone. It's also a crucial player in regulating dopamine, which is one of those neurotransmitters that may help increase sexual desire, and it sort of gives you a boost and a feel good, sort of an energizing effect when your dopamine is boosted up. Carnitine and arginine are also important amino acids that get your blood flowing. We've talked about those just up right before this. They boost your sexual responses. They have been shown in some studies to help improve erectile dysfunction. So there, add a little meat to your diet. Now, moderation is key with anything else. Don't go just crazy with the meat. The same thing with the next one. This next one, number 5, is chocolate. Chocolate contains a component called phenylethylamine, or it stimulates phenylethylamine, and it's PEA, or phenylethylamine, is a psychostimulant that has the ability to imitate the feelings of falling in love or sensations of euphoria. It's a key factor in releasing norepinephrine and dopamine, chemicals that are imperative to pleasure and excitement. Chocolate also contains methylxanthines, and these methylxanthines increase your body's sensitivity to sort of help get your buttons pushed. Arginine is present in chocolate as well, helps improve blood flow, but not all chocolate is created equal. So the more processed the chocolate is, the less good stuff it's going to have in it. So cocoa and dark chocolate are actually best in terms of minimal processing. So pick your chocolate carefully. Number 6 on the list is figs. Now, figs are one of those fruits that are very high in magnesium, the key ingredient in estrogen and androgen production, as well as dopamine production. Figs are also high in tryptophan. It's a precursor to serotonin, and it may aid in increased pheromone secretion. Now, pheromones are basically the scents that we put off as humans, that they're in our blood, sweat, and tears, that help trigger sexual attraction. So adding some figs into your diet may be very beneficial. And then finally, number 7 is honey. Hippocrates was quoted as saying, "Let food be thy medicine, and medicine be thy food." As it turns out, this Greek physician prescribed honey to increase sexual vigor. Honey seems to contain boron. It's a mineral that helps increase testosterone levels in men and facilitates estrogen use in women. You can find high B6 levels in honey as well. It's not only good for your libido related neurotransmitters and your hormones, it can also help prevent a miscarriage, according to one study. So try drizzling some of this little sticky sweet sensation onto your figs, or better yet, drizzle a little on your partner and see if you can't stimulate a little excitement in your life. Listen, I hope this information has been helpful and beneficial. Um, you know, if you want to see more information, if you would like to see more of the things that I'm reviewing, please visit my website at livingwellwithdrmike.com. You can find my blog rolls there. All of my online courses are there. My podcast episodes are there. You can also find my podcast on iTunes at Living Well with Dr. Mike. And I would invite you to join me on Facebook at facebook.com/living well with Dr. Mike. I welcome your comments. I'd love to hear your feedback. If you have areas in your life that you're struggling with, I'd love to know what those struggles are. As I'm researching and studying new information every day, I'm going to be sharing that information with you. And if you have something specific that is on your list, I would love to do some research for that. I would love to share that information with you so that I can work together with you to create a life of health and happiness. Until I see you again, take care of yourself, enjoy your life, create more happiness, and have a great day. Bye bye.